the new way of knowing where I am. So in the past, to figure out where you are, you have to know where you came from, where you're going. You look at a map and see where you're passing through, right? Sometimes it's like, oh, this is pretty cool. I wonder what city I'm in. Well, yeah, so in the past, before GPS and all these things, you just had to figure out, okay, so I'm coming from, South Orange County, going to LA, okay, this freeway goes through these cities. I think I remember that exit, probably around there. Nowadays, GPS, it tells you where you are, right? Which is the really funny, interesting, groundbreaking idea. See, in the past, you can't know where you are without context, where you came from, where you're going. But now somehow you can know where you are without any context, right? Like, think about it. You just call a friend saying, hey, where am I? You're like, yeah. I mean, how would your friend know where you are? They can figure out, okay, Sean was here. Okay, I think he's traveling through Europe. Okay, I saw his photos when he was in Paris. Said he's making way south, so maybe he's in Lyon? I mean, it's an educated guess, but you have to use all these sort of other things to figure out where somebody is. But now with GPS, you know where somebody is, right? Or at least give somebody context in another way, right? Like I remember, I forgot what I was doing. I sent my friend a beautiful photo of the palm trees, the beach. He's like, oh, you're in Santa Barbara? It's like, oh, okay. How did you know? I mean, I don't think he looked at the metadata on a photo, right? But he just said it's an iconic scene. I know that's what Santa Barbara looks like. I mean, you give somebody context at least. Surroundings, this, that. I remember a long time ago, before GPS, before smartphones, when there was these gurus who were good at maps. I was calling my friend Andrew. I said, hey, how do I get there? He's like, okay, go east. I was like, oh, I don't know these directions. But just let me tell you, I'm facing this direction. The store in front of me is 99 Ranch. He's like, okay, so if you face the other direction, go to your right. And it's like, well, I mean, he needed context. He can't literally guess where I am. Except nowadays with GPS. I mean, you don't need to know anything about the person, but somehow I could figure out where exactly you are, right? Isn't that amazing? I mean, it's just, I feel it's such an interesting change of idea, right? Because if you look at human history, right, or just in general philosophy, you gotta know where you came from. Gotta know where you're going, otherwise you have no idea what you're doing in life, in the world, where you are, right? But now, with technology, I know where you are. I may not know where you're going. I may not know where you came from. But I know where you are. Is that a good thing? Is it? We have it all mixed up and reversed, right? I know who I am. I know where I am. But I have no idea my history or my future. But that's okay nowadays.